Are you struggling to track multiple losses in your Keras models? If you're working with networks like variational autoencoders, this can be a real challenge. But don't worry, today we're going to tackle this issue together. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when you're trying to monitor different loss components, like the data term and KL divergence, but you can't find a straightforward way to do it. You're definitely not alone in this. Here's the specific question we're addressing. One user asked, is it possible to track multiple losses independently in Keras for networks like VAEs? They mentioned that while they can recover losses using va.losses, these are TensorFlow layers and can't be used directly in Keras. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So, what's the issue here? The challenge lies in the fact that while you can access the losses, they don't fit neatly into Keras's metrics model. This can make it tricky to compile your model and track everything you need. But don't worry, we have a solution. And stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to implement a solution that tracks multiple losses effectively. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. To track multiple losses in Keras, the user should start by defining a custom sampling layer. This layer will compute the Kullback-Leibler divergence loss and add it to the model's losses. Next, the user should implement the call method in the custom sampling layer. This method will compute the KL loss and add it to the model's losses using the add_loss function. After that, the user should create a custom variational layer. This layer will compute the reconstruction loss and also add it to the model's losses. In the call method of the custom variational layer, the user should compute the reconstruction loss and add it to the model's losses as well. Finally, the user should compile the model without specifying a loss function. This allows the custom losses to be tracked during training. Fun fact, the concept of variational inference dates back to the 1990s, but it's only recently that it has gained popularity in deep learning. It's amazing how quickly technology evolves. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach shared by a user involves using metrics to track multiple losses in a variational autoencoder implemented in Keras. They set up the model with a custom loss function that combines the total loss with individual components. The user defines separate functions for the KL divergence loss and binary cross-entropy loss, ensuring that the metric functions accept the required arguments. They also provide a code example that demonstrates how to set up the model, compile it, and train it on the missed dataset. This approach allows for monitoring both the KL divergence and binary cross-entropy losses during training. Here's a pro tip. Always ensure that your custom layers are properly integrated into your model. This will help you avoid any unexpected issues down the line. And there you have it. You now have the tools to track multiple losses in your Keras models effectively. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on deep learning.